Penguin Random House Australia Audio proudly presents The Orphan of Good Hope, written by Roxane Dhand, narrated by Mcmahon. All rights reserved. To my sisters, Johanna and Sarah. Part 1. The Orphanage. Chapter 1. Amsterdam, 1683. Two by two, the girls from the Burgerwees house marched to divine service. The smaller girls occupied the front of the column, barely a pace behind the house mother. Johanna Timmerman, in the first row of older girls, was smiling to herself. "Why do you always look so happy about divine service?" asked Marliet next to her. Johanna threw her what she hoped was a stern look. "Shh, no talking in line." Marliet grinned, and Johanna felt the corners of her mouth twitch up in reply. Sundays were the best days, despite having to spend 3 hours standing in the Nieuwe Kerk, listening to the predikant's dire warnings. She drew in a breath and said quietly, "I enjoy Sundays. We're out of doors for the only time in the week, and today the sun is shining. I'm with my friends." She cast a glance sideways at Marliet to see if she looked skeptical. And Johanna heard a child's wail, and a disruption in the line ahead ground their progress to a stop. She craned her neck and saw that one of the little girls had fallen. Poor little thing. The girl looked to be no more than 6 or 7 years old. Johanna felt an urge to run forward and help her to her feet, but before she could set one foot in front of the other, the house mother had gathered the child up, clucking and soothing her. Johanna felt the swell of her affection for Muda. Her kindness had been a great solace when Johanna herself had been small and lost after her mother had died. Muda gave the child one last pat on the head and regained her place at the front of the procession, but her movements looked awkward. As she led them all forward once more, Johanna worried at the hitch in her step. It was impossible to tell under Muda's cap and layers of clothing whether her hair had turned grey or her figure changed shape over the years. Only a gathering of lines that crinkled her eyes gave any hint of her age. Yet Johanna fretted at how much frailer the house mother had become recently. Slowly the girls continued forward, and she promised herself she'd seek out Muda after the service. Johanna kept her eyes trained on her back, but as the line snaked towards the main entrance, she lost sight of her. Johanna had nearly reached the outer doors to the church by now, but Marliet had fallen behind her. She could see the line of boys from the other side of the burger.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?